To interact with various parts of the engine, I use something called an event system. I have a function here that receives events, tells you who sent the event, the type of event it is, and the data that that event has, so that I can then check within this function what type of data it is and just set whatever I need to with the data. For example, here I check if we want to change states, and if so, I just set the state to the desired state. I send this event through the same script where I broadcast the event to ourselves, call it state, and our desired state that we want to change to. I also log the event, and I'll explain why in a second. Now, I also do this to interact with certain other elements that are attached to the same entity, such as the inventory, so that when we press the I key, that we tell our entity that we want to open the inventory, and the inventory script will detect that. I can also do this for other things, where I check for every entity with the tag interactable, and if we're pressing the interact key, which would be E, we can then send that entity the fact that we want to interact with it. And how do we want to interact with it? We want to toggle it on and off. Now, I mentioned the log before here. This is just a function that writes whatever event that just happened into a file that I created. If you see here, we have our little character. We can move him around. We can go to the various different people here, go real close to them, up, down, zigzag, and all that. But this is all happening through the event system. What's really neat about this is if I were to close it, just like that, set our player to non-interactable, non-controllable, and run the application again without pressing any keys, he will perform the same exact actions that I just performed a second ago. This is because inside a file called player.log, it actually saves all the different states and their timestamp. So we can see who is receiving the event, who sent the event, what the event type is, and the data that the event has. With the timestamp, we can put them in order. Well, they're already in order, but we can see exactly when something happened and just send the event through my replay script over here. They'll just check when it's really simple. It just checks if our current tick is bigger than the frame time it's supposed to be, and if it is, then we just broadcast that event. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This has just been a simple video, but I hope it's been one to show how interesting events are. Thank you for watching.